Welcome back to Books in No Time, where we bring you powerful ideas from game-changing books. Today, we're diving into Deep Work by Cal Newport. This book is a guide to achieving more by working in a focused, undistracted state. In a world full of distractions, Newport argues that the ability to do deep work is a superpower. If you want to produce your best work and feel fulfilled doing it, keep watching. Newport starts by explaining what deep work is and why it's rare today. Deep work is any activity that requires intense focus, where you push your cognitive abilities to their limits. This kind of work leads to high-value results and helps you master complex skills. But because of endless distractions, emails, social media, and open office setups, many people rarely reach this level of concentration. Instead, they spend most of their time on shallow tasks that don't create much value. One of Newport's main ideas is that deep work is both valuable and rare. In the modern economy, people who can work deeply, without distractions, are more productive and more successful. Think about it, anyone can respond to emails, but few people can produce work that's truly innovative. Those who master deep work have an advantage, they can produce work that others can't replicate easily. Newport believes that deep work is becoming the ultimate skill in today's world. He then introduces the concept of shallow work. Shallow work is low-value work that doesn't require much thought, like responding to messages or managing schedules. It feels productive but doesn't lead to real progress. Newport warns that if we spend too much time on shallow tasks, we lose the ability to work deeply. Our focus weakens, and we struggle to handle challenging projects. One of the key principles in the book is embracing boredom. Newport argues that our brains are addicted to stimulation. Whenever we feel even slightly bored, we reach for our phones or check social media. But constantly switching tasks trains our brains to be easily distracted. If you want to work deeply, you have to retrain your brain to tolerate boredom. Newport suggests practicing staying focused, even when the work gets challenging or dull. Learning to resist distractions will improve your ability to concentrate for longer periods. Next, Newport introduces the 4 rules of deep work that can help anyone integrate deep work into their routine. The first rule is to work deeply. This may sound obvious, but it requires a deliberate effort. Set up an environment that supports focus and establish rituals to help you start working deeply. For some, this might mean a quiet room with no internet. For others, it might mean blocking out specific hours each day for focused work. Your environment should make it as easy as possible to concentrate fully. The second rule is to embrace boredom, again, a crucial skill. We often seek quick fixes like scrolling through social media whenever we feel restless. But Newport emphasizes that avoiding these distractions strengthens your ability to focus. He encourages practicing focus exercises. For example, challenge yourself to work on a task without interruption for a set amount of time, then gradually increase that time. This helps retrain your brain to stay focused. The third rule Newport suggests is to quit social media, or at least limit it. Social media is one of the biggest sources of distraction and shallow work. While it can be a useful tool, Newport argues that most people overestimate its benefits. He suggests taking a digital declutter to assess whether these platforms genuinely add value to your life. By cutting down on unnecessary online distractions, you can reclaim your ability to concentrate. The fourth rule is to drain the shallows. This means minimizing shallow work that eats up your day. Identify tasks that don't need much thought and either automate, delegate, or limit them. Set boundaries on time-wasting activities, like only checking emails at specific times. By reducing shallow work, you free up more time and mental energy for deep work. Newport also introduces the concept of grand gestures. Sometimes, a significant action can signal to yourself that you're ready to commit deeply to a project. For example, J.K. Rowling famously rented a hotel room to finish writing the Harry Potter series, signaling to herself and others that she was serious. This grand gesture helped her reach a deep focus to complete her work. Think about ways you could make a gesture that reinforces your commitment to working deeply. He also talks about the importance of scheduling deep work. Newport recommends setting aside specific blocks of time for deep work every day. This practice makes deep work a part of your routine rather than something you squeeze in between other tasks. Set up a time where you know you won't be interrupted, and treat it as sacred. When deep work becomes a habit, you create consistent opportunities to improve and produce valuable work. Another critical concept in the book is productive meditation. This is a way to use idle time to think deeply about problems. For example, when you're taking a walk, focus on a challenging problem you're trying to solve. This process trains your mind to stay engaged, even when you're not sitting at a desk. Productive meditation allows you to make progress on complex ideas, even in your downtime. Newport also emphasizes the importance of rest. To maintain deep work, you need to balance work and rest. He advocates for ending your workday at a set time and focusing on rest and recovery. This time away from work helps recharge your brain so you can dive deeply again the next day. The ability to disconnect is essential for maintaining high levels of focus and creativity. One of the final takeaways is the idea of deliberate practice. Deliberate practice means intentionally working on the skills that matter most to your success. Newport argues that deep work is like training: the more you do it, the better you get. Set specific goals, measure your progress, and focus on areas that challenge you. Deliberate practice is key to reaching new levels of expertise. So, in summary, deep work is a guide to achieving more by working smarter, not harder. By focusing deeply, resisting distractions, embracing boredom, and managing shallow work, we can all accomplish more in less time. Deep work requires discipline, but the rewards, a better career, a greater sense of fulfillment, and improved skills, are worth it. In a world that constantly pulls us in 100 directions, learning to work deeply is an investment in our own success. Thanks for watching this summary of deep work. If you found it valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Books in No Time for more insights. Let's keep learning to work smarter and reach our goals, one book at a time.